Okay, I'd like to call the meeting of August 21st for the Sanborn Regional School District School Committee to order. And supposed to start with the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Scott, I'm sorry I made a mistake. I always check with you first. You all set? I'm sorry, I should have done that before we started. Okay. So any a motion on the minutes?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Jim. Jim is off site, but he's here electronically. Make sure that goes into the minutes.
He needs to declare the reason and his
Okay,
location.
well, I don't know. Jim, you on vacation?
I'm out of state and I'm enjoying the break.
Okay.
And the
Okay, manifest
location
is
for-
making its way
I think he has to
around.
say, I think he also has to state.
It's already over
who's-
there.
Already over there.
I believe, point of order, I believe he also has to state who's around him, what.
He has to state his
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 who's around,
location and
if there's
anyone
in
else is
here, I
around.
believe it is.
Okay, I didn't hear about that part. Where are you, Jim?
I'm in a private home in Chilmark, Massachusetts, and
Okay.
there's no one
Anyone
around.
else there? Because especially we go into non-public.
Nope, there's no one else here in the room.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, the superintendent recommends the following person for nominations for the 2019-2020 year. For Bakey School, Kimberly Santo, Brandy Bolduc, Amber, was it Loans? Okay.
Yep, that's it.
Memorial, Michelle Parker. Middle School, Scott Kramer, Nicholas Schwinnard, Sharon Alessio, Bonnie Block. For the high school, Maria Quimbley, Leslie Poirier, and for the school district, Maria Isaac.
I move that, oh, go ahead, I'm sorry. Nope, you go ahead,
Move to approve the nominations.
second.
Second, get that. Discussion? All in favor?
Point of order.
Aye.
Yes, ma'am, again.
With remote attendance, all votes need to be roll call votes when you have a member attending remotely.
Have you been studying over the summer?
What can I tell you?
Okay, roll
It's our
call.
policy, I think, actually.
No, that's quite all right. It's important we go by the rules, and
Come on,
the rules are very, very important, and we'll come up with those later. Okay, Jamie?
Aye.
yes.
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 Aye.
Aye. Jim?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, for resignations, the superintendent recommends accepting the following resignations for the 2019-2020 school year. For district-wide, Allison Edge, Daniel J. Bakey School, Lori Benincasa, Eric Larcombe. For the middle school, Bethany Jones, Kevin Welch, Danielle Keller. For the high school, Caitlin Golino. And that's it.
Motion?
Move to
So moved.
approve.
Move to
Second.
accept, you're saying? Second?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Roll call
I'm gonna do that. Jamie?
Aye.
again. Aye.
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 Aye. Jim?
Aye.
Superintendent's report.
The only thing for the superintendent's report is at the next school board meeting, there will be a public hearing for the climbing wall. And that's it.
Oh, I can't wait.
I heard you were gonna pay for the insurance policy.
I doubt it.
Committee reports, policy.
Yep. So policy has not met since our last board meeting. The next meeting is September 4th at 4:45 PM in room 102 of the high school, and everyone is invited. Additional policy revisions and legal updates from the New Hampshire School Board Association will be discussed.
Lisa.
Excuse me, the Excellence in Student Achievement Committee met on June 12th. In attendance, myself, Ms. Alessio, Mr. Fitzpatrick, Dr. Haynes, Ms. Levitt, and Mr. Dawson. Ms. Levitt had positive progress to report on the available student success data for the class of 2019. 84.97% met the criteria established last year, which represents a nearly 18% increase over last year. Most of the categories saw improvement, including unweighted GPA at 57.24%. That's a 21% increase. The number of New Hampshire scholars, 64.71%, which was a 35% increase. Dual enrollment credits earned, 52.29%, which is a 73% increase over the class of 2018. CTE, or industry credentials, 15.69%. That's a 19% increase. And career pathway completion, 41.18%. That's a 115% increase over the prior year. Acceptance into a 2 or 4 year college, trade school, or apprenticeship, 89.54% of the class of 2019. That's a 6% increase over the 2018. The AP test scores aren't released till July, so that data was not available. Categories which saw declines were the SAT benchmark, 26.80%, that's a minus 24% decrease, and the ASVAB scores. That's a pretty small sampling. The ASVAB has traditionally been taken by a very small number of students who are interested in entering the military. But it's seen as a valuable tool for assessing aptitude, so beginning this December, it will be given to all juniors. Mr. Dawson reported that the district will continue to offer AP classes next year, with some changes in course offerings. U.S. History and Government will be offered in alternating years, and AP Spanish has been replaced with Spanish for Professionals. AP Language had no students enrolled, so that will not be offered this year. There will be more resources and guidance offered to the AP teachers, which has been received by them with enthusiasm. The committee evaluated its progress toward the goals that we adopted for this school year. We're pleased to report that we were successful in achieving 3 of our 4 goals, which were to summarize academic data trends in the district annual report, review the AP program in order to make recommendations for the future, and investigate the possibility of offering an associate's degree program. Our 4th goal was to set measures to evaluate where the district performance is with regard to meeting academic goals per the new definition of student success, map outcome goals into program resource allocations, and adjust program resource allocations based on the outcomes. That was the board's goal last year, and we adopted it for our committee. Progress has been made toward completion of that goal, and this goal, as of our last meeting, will be under consideration by the board for readoption. We did readopt that at our last board meeting, so that will be one of the goals that we would probably consider at our next meeting, and that is on September 18th, 4:45, in room 102, I think. Is that correct?
Facilities was a no, finance was a no. I'm saying this in case there was a change when I talked to you. Public relations was no. Personnel.
Personnel met on June 26th at 5 p.m. Board members Fitzpatrick and Brown and Business Administrator Pat Angel attended. I was selected as chair for the coming year. The goals for the year were discussed, and we bring the following goals to you for approval. So we have the following goals for the Personnel Committee. Assist board with completion of the superintendent's evaluation. The last evaluation was September, October 2018. Review and update the district job description manual, which is literally a paper document. There isn't even an electronic version. So we need to go through that document, look at the job descriptions and update them. Create a standardized form for all exit interviews and for review policies in Part G personnel of the policy manual and forward any recommendations to the policy committee. So those are our goals for the coming year, and we'd like the board to approve them if they are acceptable. I made the motion.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Jamie?
Aye.
Yes.
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 Aye.
Yes. Jim?
Yes.
And our next meeting is September 11th at 5 PM in 102 of the high school. Everyone is welcome to attend.
He is a no. Seminary is a no. Budget.
Mr. Chair, with your permission, I'd like to go to the podium.
Hey, I won't stop you.
The reason I've come to the podium is I'm holding two hats, and I like it to be as such. The hats I'm wearing is both the school board member and I'm the delegate selected to, for the budget committee. The budget committee has elected Vanessa Mathis as the new member. The problem that I'm bringing to the board, and I need clarification from you, is that this election or selection process was done in violation of RSA 671:31, Section 4, which states that the two people who represent the town or the person who vacated the position are the only ones that can make the choice. That was not done. I'm asking the board to give me direction or whatever in what to do in this case. But right now, we are in violation of the law.
What is I'm confused. The two people, I'm not confused about that. That's a standard, we had the same situation here at the
Yes.
school board. So the two people who represent the town of the person who left the position. So how is it that the person was
Okay, the
elected?
person that was sitting on the board, on the committee, that was in violation of the law was the member at large,
And
who
that's,
happened to be a Kingston resident, but the law actually states that only the two elected positions.
so this is really a procedural thing. I mean, if I can, not to downplay it, but,
I know.
Right.
This is the why I had the problem, that's why I'm here.
okay. So right now, technically, the person sitting was not voted in accordance with the law, 171, whatever it was there. Okay. So what is you're asking us?
I'm asking for direction from you which way I should go. I have not talked since the election to the budget committee about this problem.
What
I
was the
need
vote?
direction.
What was the vote?
I need, what?
What was the vote?
The vote was a unanimous vote.
Of the three people that was,
The three people that were present.
so.
That's what put us in violation of the law.
I understand that. I understand what you're saying, but the reason I asked what the vote was, that had only the two Kingston reps, in this case, been the ones, they still would have voted for Ms. Matthias, so the outcome would have been the same. I think what you want to do is make sure that it doesn't happen again.
That's correct. Also, I want to make sure that we do comply with the laws. Because otherwise, like I've told you all before, I have been in front of the judge. I don't want to go in front of him again.
Right. No, I know I was there, but when I was interviewed to fill in Taryn's position, Kingston seat, was it just Larry and Peter?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Oh, for the, yes, right.
Yes, I didn't remember whether Tammy
Yeah,
was.
no,
there.
no, I was on the budget committee, and you're
Okay.
talking about the school board, right, yes,
Correct,
Larry and I.
but the same RSA is in play here.
Yes.
But I don't want to.
See where I'm at?
I understand, but yeah, go ahead, Jamie.
Let's start with
Ellie's
Jamie
point
first.
is, it's academic in the sense of what the results were. I would think that from a resolve this correctly perspective, before the next budget committee meeting, you have the two sitting members repeat their vote without the third person coming in. You let the lady that was selected know that this is going to be happening so they can be present, so after they do it, they can participate. Now, they haven't lost any
And be
time, they
sworn
haven't
in.
lost any information.
Correct.
I would think that that would
I
resolve
don't see
it.
any reason why that wouldn't work, but
I've got some comment I'd like to make as well when you get around to it.
Okay, hold on. Okay, go ahead.
I'll get to you a second, Jim. Tammy, I told Tammy I'd recognize her next.
Fine, yep.
Mr. Chairman, I'm done, so.
Okay,
sit
Tim.
down.
My recollection of having been sort of central in this discussion a couple appointments ago is that the law is not, it's not really clear. We got
Oh, yes, it is.
No, it's
It
not.
is very clear.
Okay, it's not, because I actually called and wrote to my representatives, and I got my representatives who are the ones that make the law in Concord, and they had a lot of different opinions and said, I've seen it done this way, I've seen it done that way. I know this, our board, we have a legal opinion recommending a particular direction that we have followed, but the Budget Committee has a precedent of including the at-large member that they have followed in the past, and I believe that's why they did that this time.
Tammy, I hate to tell you.
Hold on for a second, Larry. Let's let everybody talk first, and we'll get back to you. Pam, anything to say? No, okay. Jim, what do you got?
Yeah, my understanding is that the law that Larry's citing is applicable to the town municipal budget board and the school board, but does not include the school budget committee at all.
Yes, it does.
So I'd like you to read that to us if you have it. Because we've been through this before, and the budget committee has through it before. And historically, they have included the at-large member in their decisions. So I don't know that Larry's contention is accurate.
Okay, thank you. Pam?
I'd like to know if when BudCom meets, they can perhaps convene a meeting of the Kingston members to discuss the results of the interviews,
That's what the law says to do.
and perhaps come to a consensus and then bring that to the BudCom.
As far as I'm concerned, all I'm asking is for guidance from the board what to do. My suggestion is,
Okay, everybody's talked but me. I mean,
Okay, go ahead.
I'm trying to keep it going. I'll give you my 2 cents. Nothing is a problem until it's a problem. I would say that if down the road, this person happens to be the deciding vote on an issue, we're in a real problem when we could fix it very simply by, I agree with Jamie, by simply saying, let's have another vote, let's have the 2 people vote. I personally don't happen to think it's going to change anything because it was unanimous, okay? But now we've taken any legal hurdle that should we run into down the road, again, it's not a problem until it's a problem, because now we're in an awful mess.
I've got another comment. When
So
it's
why
my
don't
turn.
my 2 cents is fix it now, just in case.
Point of
What-
information.
Okay, let me get, okay, I'm trying to keep this in an order here, but point of order stops everything, so what do you
It was a
got?
point of information, so.
Well, is it a point of order or a point of
Point
information?
of information. It's
Okay,
a
hold on
question.
1 second, because I said I'd talk to Larry next.
Okay.
Larry, what do you got?
And you
my
did.
comment, I'm sorry, my comment is that I just want it fixed so we don't end up in court. And as you just said, if we go the wrong way and somebody doesn't like what happened and they fall back saying, here it is, that's illegal, you're wrong, out. And we're right in the middle of a mess that I don't even want to think about.
My question is, what is our, as a board, what is our authority over the Budget Committee?
Good question. Our authority
Exactly.
is nothing over the Budget Committee, other than to give Larry direction as the as the school board's rep to the Budget Committee to bring up this issue. What the school board then does is their business.
Budget Committee.
But, Budget Committee. I've been on too many committees, I'm sorry. So we're really saying to Larry, bring it up with the Budget Committee, and they can do whatever they want. They're a separately autonomous elected body, but we have alerted them to our concerns, and they handle it the way they want.
And that's what I'm asking for.
Again, I don't know that there's a concern. Larry has a concern, but I don't know that there's any violation that's occurred here. And that's what we need. Again, and I agree with both Tammy and Pete, we don't have any authority over the Budget Committee. That's up to them to decide.
I agree with you, Jim. I'm just saying, we're proactive, we're letting them know. If they don't want to do anything, their business, and if something does happen down the road, which it probably won't, but like I say, it's never an issue till it's an issue, then it's on their doorstep. We have done our due diligence by letting our representative bring it to them, and they're gonna handle it. But at least they're gonna be, in a sense, forced, I hate to use that word, because Larry is a member of the board, to bring it up. That's all I'm saying.
And I think that's a good way to go. It's not like they haven't discussed it in the past, so there's, maybe, hopefully they have standing to support what it is that they've been done traditionally in the past.
They will know that this is coming to them. They will have time to research the law and come up with whatever they want to come up with as far as any rebuttals or confirmation that Larry is correct. Ellie?
Given that we have a municipal budget act which requires just the town members only to vote on it, and we have a school board that does the same, it makes sense that the budget committee should also follow a similar protocol. And that's where I think, it's because you don't like the law and you think you can get away with it, I don't think it's appropriate. I don't know, I side with Larry. I think they should take the vote over and endorse Mrs. Mathias and call it a day. It was unanimous, so there's no harm, no foul, but they need to think about this going forward should this happen again. And
As far as giving Larry direction
I would give Larry I would support Larry's position.
to bring it
have
to
a
the
revote.
budget committee.
Bring it to the budget committee, ask them to have the two Kingston reps revote, reconsider, and then.
Do we need a vote on this, or will, you want to
Please,
vote?
I would appreciate a vote.
Okay.
I'll move that we direct Larry to bring this information to the budget committee to have the two Kingston reps on the BudCom make the formal decision.
You got that all right, Phyllis? Is a little long. Second, anyone?
I think that the question is, bring it to the BudCom to
Well, hold on
discuss.
a second, Jim. We need a second first.
Okay.
I'll second it then. All right. Okay, go ahead, Jim. You're up.
Yeah, I think the question is not whether it should be two or not, but to determine whether the at-large position should be included in votes on, when we're replacing members.
Yeah, but the budget committee's going to handle all that. That's their
That's exactly right, but that's what we're asking Larry to find out.
Well, we're asking him to represent
No,
that.
you're asking me to
Larry-
just bring the
okay, go ahead,
comment.
Larry.
You're just asking me to bring it up to the BudCom.
Right.
I'm not going to tell them what they have to do, that's their choice. I'm
Okay.
bringing up a problem that has been identified. How they handle it is their choice, not ours.
Okay, but I don't agree that it's a problem, Larry. Maybe it's a concern of yours. It's something that we should be asking to find out about, perhaps.
Jim,
But
I've talked to a lawyer about this.
It doesn't matter whether it's a problem or not a
All
problem.
right, there's a
It's an
motion on
issue.
the floor.
There's a
It's an
motion.
issue. Right.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'm concerned with the wording of the motion.
That's what I was going to ask it.
Can you read it back to us, Phyllis, please?
Direct Larry Heath to bring this issue back to the Budget Committee to address the two Kingston reps that made the vote. And I just have to bring it back to the BudCom to address the two.
I don't agree that that's what we're asking them to do.
That's exactly what.
That's what we're asking him to
That
do.
is what we're asking him
So
to do.
that's where I was looking for clarification. I heard two different statements. One was Larry to bring to their attention, the BudCom being there, Larry to bring to the BudCom's attention that there's a potential issue here of an at-large voting and wanted to make you aware of it. The way that it was just read back says, and it takes it the next step further, and the recommendation that two people only from Kingston be the ones to revote it.
Should be the ones. It's the should, well, again, that's
I don't have a problem with either one of those.
Yeah, I
things.
mean, I would,
it's got to go back to the BudCom no matter
Right.
what. I think we
And they're going
all,
to decide how to act.
right. Seeing as, so I originally said just have them revote because I thought it was a clear-cut law. There seems to be differences of opinion there. And if in fact, to Tammy's point, we don't have any authority over BudCom, it's probably best to simply say, we just wanted to bring to your attention that this could be an issue that you may need to address and let them figure out what they want to do, as opposed to direct them, this is what you should do.
but I think it would be,
I don't think we're directing them what to do.
no, I think we should bring it to their attention and ask for clarification from what they've done in the past. Because I think that's, if they've traditionally allowed the at-large to sit in on the decision-making on appointments, if they have traditionally done that, I'll accept that. I don't have a problem with
Yeah, I'm
it.
not-
I don't agree that that's what it should be, because an at-large person doesn't represent one town.
See, I'm not sure I would go with it, they traditionally, because the judge can say, you know what? You've sped 90 miles an hour down this road 9 times, and it was the 10th time they gave the police officer, gave you the ticket. You don't now say, gee, you never gave me one before, I always did it wrong before.
I
So
don't
my
do that.
feeling is, you bring it to them, you say, this is the issue,
Take care of it.
we feel it's the law, and they'll say, thank you very much, and move on, or, oh, maybe we'll check into it.
Okay, so,
That's what I'm asking for.
all right, so.
Well, you need a vote from the school board on that.
I do.
If we're going to direct them on what we think they should do.
We're not correcting them,
You're
we're
not
advising
directing
them.
them, you're telling me what to do.
We had
Right.
told Larry to go tell the BudCom that they need to,
That they may have
they may
violated
have
the law.
violated the law. Period.
And then they can decide if they have or not.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right.
So that's an amended motion. I mean, amended.
Yeah, let's,
Yeah, we're cleaning it up a little bit.
And list the RSA in the transmission.
Could you-
Well, we don't know that that RSA is the one that is applicable, because I don't
Yes, it
believe it
is.
applies to BudCon.
Well, but you know what, they can look it up, Jim. They
Yeah.
can look it up. If they don't think it's applicable to them, they're not gonna do anything anyways. Let them work a little bit. Could you give the
move the
RSA?
motion?
Yes, the RSA is 671:33, section 4, Roman numeral 4.
All right.
Could you read the
Want to
motion?
read the,
Yeah, could you
yeah, you
please
want to
read?
read the motion back?
Are we just limiting it now to direct Larry Heath to bring the voting issue back to the Budget Committee as they may have violated the law per RSA 671:33, section 4? What did we say about the 2 reps versus?
No, it's right up.
I think that's all we need to say is that right there.
Yeah,
that takes it
nothing
out of
about
our
the 2
hands.
reps or anything else.
All right, move the motion now, all right?
Yep,
Please.
Jamie?
yes.
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 Yes,
Yes. Jim?
I need to hear the motion one more time. I couldn't quite hear it.
Okay.
Direct Larry Heath to bring the voting issue back to the Budget Committee because they may have violated the law per RSA 671. 671:30:33, section 4.
I'd vote for yes for that. Thank you.
All right,
Nervous? No. Huh? Yeah, you shouldn't be, it's just us. Student Council Representative Aaron Gillespie.
So obviously we haven't been doing a ton, it's summer, but this morning we had our summer meeting in Ms. Bover, our advisor's room. We met with Ms. Giles and Ms. Breslin from the boosters, and we just did like an overview of the rules of homecoming and things like that for new council members and the freshmen. We also introduced ourselves to the new freshman council. And then we made all the stars that go in the stairwell with all the freshmen names. And yeah, that's all we did today. That's all we did all summer.
That was plenty of work.
it's a nice way to start the year, it's a nice
Yeah.
idea for the kids, for the freshmen.
Yeah.
Public
Okay.
comment. One, going twice. Old America. New business.
Okay.
Matt, you've got all 4.
Yes. All right, so the first one is, I need school board approval. This one is a Germany and Poland field trip. It's going to occur during the April vacation, and there's going to be approximately 12 students and 2 chaperones that are going to attend this trip.
Now, just for history here, we have been doing this about 4 years now, I believe.
It's, as
think
far
it's
as I
the
know,
fourth.
it's been at
Well,
least
four since I've been on the
Longer-
board.
Longer than that.
Yeah, okay, so this is almost a yearly thing now.
And the purpose is, besides the trip,
Well, I know they visit the concentration camps. It's a learning experience for students.
Here's
There's no
the itinerary
cost
up
to us.
here.
Yeah, why don't I read this out loud?
Okay.
The trip to Poland and Germany will give students an in-depth study of World War II, Jewish history, Polish history, the Cold War, and the Holocaust. In addition, it will allow students to travel and experience a different culture to build world travelers.
Why would we want to do this? I mean, why couldn't they do this without endorsement from the board?
Well, because it's a sponsored, not sponsored financially, it's a field trip. It's approved by the board, because there are teachers involved and, you know.
If you didn't approve this, it couldn't be a school-sponsored event.
And what's the benefit of it being a school-sponsored event?
They wouldn't be able to do fundraising on school property. They wouldn't be able to generate students to go on school property.
It did,
Any overnights come to the board, any overnight field trips.
right, but the reason I even bring it up, it's going to be an educational opportunity, no question, hands down. But usually in the past, again, I haven't been on in a lot of years, there was a purpose, like the French club or the Spanish club or something related to the curriculum in the school. I know we study about Germany and World War II and
We have a hand up in the audience who is a school,
Okay.
yes, a
I-
faculty member.
This is Patty Haynes.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
Hi, I'm Patty Haynes. I am the Director of Academics, Professional Learning, and Student Affairs. And so just to speak to your point, Ms. Alessio, there's a new course that's going to be offered this year that is going to be talking about Holocaust studies, and this is tied in directly to that. So this is going to be a way to bolster the students' understanding by actually going to Auschwitz, to go to those places, to see what happened there, in addition to broaden their experiences. So there is now a course that's tied directly to this that it's going to be an all-encompassing kind of experience for students. Instead of just taking students who might have a propensity or an interest to this because they read books that are related to this, this is now going to be an in-depth course of study. And it's something that the district feels strongly about, especially given a lot of the current affairs that are going on in the country, to sort of support the education of students.
I feel okay that it's part of a class. I just don't like a trip for the sake. Parents can do that. I guess that's the point.
Further discussion? Okay, you need a motion?
Thank you.
Okay. How about a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Which is the sponsoring of the field trip.
Yes.
Okay. Further discussion? All in favor, Jamie?
Aye.
Yes.
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 Aye.
Yes?
Yes, yes.
Okay, the next item is going to be school lunch prices. What I'm recommending is the school board approve breakfast at $1.75, middle school breakfast at $2, and high school breakfast at $2, lunch at the elementary schools at $2.75, the middle school at $3, and the high school at $3.25. Historically, the breakfast has not changed since 2014, and the lunch has not changed since 2017. So we've gone 2 years with the same price, and then before that, it was 4 years. Historically, financially, on the second page, the school lunch fund has operated at a loss this year for $19,000. That includes a $30,000 subsidy from the general fund. Historically, if you look at the financial figures, our sales are similar to 2014. And this is, what we've seen is an improvement of the school lunch participation over the last couple of years. An increase of 25 cents is recommended, and we also have a school lunch pricing tool, and that came up with a recommended increase of 21 cents. I'm just bringing it up to 25, and I just need a school board approval for this. Any questions?
I
I
move-
just had a question. So our subsidies from state and federal agencies have declined?
Yes, they have.
Now, that could be a good indicator, meaning it's means tested, correct?
It's income, yes, yes
So
it is.
maybe our communities are doing better economically, so
Um,
cause the decline in subsidies for that reason.
The food quality has improved immensely in the last 2 years, and that's why you're seeing an improvement of the program. Unfortunately, with the current prices, it doesn't
Cost
fund it.
effective,
Yeah.
I move that we adopt the proposed price increases for the food service program.
Second.
Approved. Second.
Further discussion? All in favor, Jamie?
I,
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Jim?
Yes.
Okay, the next one is, these are the school district tuition rates for 2019, 2020. For elementary school, it's going to be $20,725.24. The middle school is going to be $18,565.89, and the high school is $16,577.18. Now, down below is the Fremont rate, where the tuition is $17,220.12, and the capital cost is $2,586.89, with a total of $19,806.99. So the tuition rates above is based on the budget as if it was calculated for the year end. Reporting to the state, where the Fremont is based upon the MOU agreement with Fremont and how the tuition is calculated. And I'm asking the school board to approve the tuition rates as stated here.
Motion?
Move to approve?
Second?
Second.
Now discussion. We did a little backwards the last one, but that's okay.
I'll let you get away with it, too.
Oh, thank you, Ellen. Okay, Jamie?
Aye.
Ellie?
Yep.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Jim?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this was information more than anything else, right?
Yes, it is. This last one here is information. A couple weeks ago, I went out and purchased heating oil for the school district, and I purchased 85,000 gallons from Dead River at $2, 3.5 cents. I asked 8 to 9 different other companies. The highest rate that we got was from Rhymes at $2.35. The next lowest one is Dennis K. Burke, which is our current vendor, at $2.29. Irving Oil came in at $12.5 cents. And then obviously Dead River's the cheapest at just over $2.03.
Good job. And
I'd like to make a motion.
Yep.
I move that we give Matt a round of applause.
Thank you. You didn't get a second on that.
a second.
Yeah, they jumped the gun, no discussion either.
Okay. Motion, actually, just information. That's how much less than last year? I might as well, stuff I'm a little aware of. How much less than last year?
Let's see.
About 30
It's an 18, almost 18.25% less. We're going to save about $38,607.
Well, there's Ellie on the computer, so she's happy.
Last year's price was $2.49.
The sad part is that that wasn't we, it was Matt had approached some of our town colleagues, and it didn't work out. And they're paying a lot more.
Well, this is also tractor trailer loads, and I don't think it's number 2. It's heavy duty stuff.
Actually, if the towns jumped on board, the company would honor the same price.
See,
There's some hidden stuff behind that. They were made aware of it. Trust me, they were made aware of it.
that's all right, we're going
I'm
to,
not gonna get in the middle of that one,
No, I
because I
know.
work at the town hall every day. Okay. Old business, we have none. Second comments.
So you need to make a motion to approve that heating oil price, right?
Do we need?
No.
No, it was just information only.
Information only. You're good.
So it's just,
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
my mistake. I thought it was
Second public comment. Okay. Other business, here we go. The next meeting agenda, I don't think we can, we have the one on the climbing wall.
Yep.
And not the seminary, as we talked about?
Well, no, that'll be under the seminary committee reports. Ellie's gonna have something to say.
No, no, wait.
Oh, you want an agenda item?
I do want an agenda
Okay,
item.
I thought you were saying you're going to,
No,
I
it's-
thought you were informing me that next year.
It relates to, it tangentially relates to the seminary in that I'd like us to talk about a 79E legislation.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just thought
That's
you
what I
were
want to
giving me a
talk
heads
about.
up.
Because if we can have the town pass it, then it will help us in maybe finding a developer for the old seminary property.
Okay.
And
No,
it
that's
gives tax incentives to potential developers.
fine. Okay, so that's another agenda.
Oh, I was talking about seminary trustee donation.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So that's part of the public hearing. We have two public hearings, kind of, and it's on the agenda.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so let me repeat that.
That's okay.
There's going to be 2 public hearings on the next agenda.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, the climbing wall should be discuss that at length, except that Ellie's gonna wanna put another 2 cents in.
I'm going to have probably a nickel's worth for you.
Okay. Anything else for the meeting tonight, because I'm gonna get into other business here? Okay, here we go. The next meeting of the Sanborn Regional School Board will be held on Wednesday, September 4th, 2019, from 6 PM to 9 PM in the library of Sanborn Regional High School, to include a public hearing on the acceptance of donations beginning at 7 PM and a public hearing on the seminary. Is that a good way to put it?
Oh, it's an agenda.
Don't look at me on that one. That's the seminary trustees. I don't know what that's
No,
about.
Yes.
Right, I'm just, you put it in bold. I wanted to make sure we got them both.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's going to be 2 hearings.
We now have, I think, 2 items for non-public, so if we can have a few moments while we clear out and get squared away.
Would you like me to send us
Yeah, we
into
have to
it?
go into.
Pardon?
Would you like us to go into it?
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah.
I move that we go into go into non-public session per RSA 91-A:3, Roman numeral 2, C and D.
Second?
Second.
Okay. Jamie, you for that? Say yes, Jamie.
Yes.
I have a question. It says B and C on my agenda. Is it
B and C?
Yeah. So, do you want B and C or C and D?
I
That
get
is
that
not
too, but,
appropriate. And then there are 12 kids in
Larry
this
said
class,
C and
another
D.
class
oh,
of 12.
okay, B and C, sorry.
B and C.
Okay, thanks. Thank you so much.
Ellie, say yes.
Thank you,
Yes.
Aaron.
Yes?
Oh, it does on
Yes.
mine too.
Good night. See you in a
Jim,
few weeks.
is that a yes?
Yes.
All right, give us a couple minutes to clear out, go to the little boys' room, and we'll be back in a minute.